Welcome, quiz lovers, to another thrilling general knowledge challenge. 30 questions from all over the globe and beyond. So, are you ready for another mind-bending and mending experience? Then strap up. Don't forget to leave your best and most thrilling answers in the comments. And yes, by all means subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already. Let's go! First question. Here's a creature that's basically the ultimate magician of the sea. Which underwater artist can completely transform its appearance in the blink of an eye? Is it the delicate seahorse, the shape-shifting octopus, or the translucent jellyfish? The ultimate underwater illusionist is the octopus. These incredible cephalopods are nature's most sophisticated camouflage artists. They have 3 hearts and blue blood. They can change color in just 0.3 seconds using specialized cells called chromatophores, and they're so intelligent they can solve puzzles and use tools. Next, let's journey to the edge of our solar system. Neptune, that mysterious ice giant, has a collection of moons orbiting in its frigid realm. Which one reigns supreme as the largest? Could it be Europa, the massive Triton, or the mighty Titan? This colossal moon is Triton. Triton is not just Neptune's largest moon, but one of the most fascinating objects in our entire solar system. It is the only large moon in our solar system that orbits backwards, and it's so cold that nitrogen freezes on its surface, creating geysers that shoot 8 kilometers. Hi, time to raise a glass to ancient wisdom. The beloved Japanese beverage, sake, has warmed hearts for over 2,000 years. But what's the secret ingredient that transforms into this liquid poetry? Is it barley, rice, or wheat? Rice is the foundation of this ancient elixir. Rice isn't just food in Japan, it's the soul of sake, transformed through centuries-old brewing mastery. Premium sake can take up to 6 months to brew, and the finest varieties use rice grains polished down to just 35% of their original size. And hear this, master brewers can taste the difference between rice from different fields. Think about epic battles and spiritual quests. Which ancient Indian text features a heartfelt dialogue between Prince Arjuna and Krishna? Is it the Ramayana, Mahabharata, or Bhagavad Gita? If you chose C, the Bhagavad Gita, you've got it. This text has influenced minds across centuries and continents. When witnessing the first atomic bomb test, physicist Robert Oppenheimer famously quoted the Gita, stating, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." It's a faith GPS that continues to lead millions today. 3, 2, 1, and a blast off into history. Let's go. The space age began with a historic beep heard round the world. Which pioneering satellite first broke Earth's gravitational bonds and started humanity's cosmic adventure? Was it Sputnik 1, Explorer 1, or Vanguard 1? If you chose Sputnik 1, you got it. This basketball-sized satellite launched humanity into the space age and changed the course of history forever. Sputnik 1 weighed only 183 pounds, but its radio signals could be heard by amateur radio operators worldwide. It completed an orbit every 96 minutes and sparked the space race. Meet the world's first computer programmer, a mathematical genius who envisioned computing's future before computers even existed. Who was this visionary pioneer? Was it Ada Lovelace, Grace Hopper, or Margaret Hamilton? Ada Lovelace is your enchantress of numbers. This brilliant mathematician wrote the world's first computer algorithm 100 years before computers were even invented. Ada Lovelace predicted that computers could compose music and create art, something we're seeing come true today with AI. Talk about being light years ahead of one's time. Let's step back to the birth of a nation. The United States needed its first leader to set the precedent for all who would follow. Who was this foundational figure? Was it George Washington, John Adams, or Thomas Jefferson? George Washington is your answer. Washington turned down becoming King of America, but chose to step down, setting the democratic example that inspired the world. He also never lived in the White House. It wasn't completed until after his presidency. His farewell address warning against political parties is still read in Congress today. Journey to America's earliest days. The first permanent English foothold in the New World faced incredible hardships, but survived to make history. What was this crucial settlement called? Was it Plymouth, Jamestown, or Roanoke? This answer is Jamestown. Jamestown was essentially saved by tobacco. John Rolfe, Pocahontas's husband, introduced a sweeter tobacco variety that became so profitable it was used as currency. Despite starvation, disease, and conflict, this colony became America's first permanent English foothold. The settlement was almost abandoned multiple times. Welcome to the world's tiniest nation. You could walk across this entire country in just 20 minutes. Which microscopic marvel holds this record? Is it the Pacific Island, Nauru, Vatican City, or the glamorous Monaco? And the Vatican City is the mighty mini-nation. At just 0.17 square miles, it's smaller than most shopping malls, but wields influence across the globe. Vatican City has its own postal system, railway station, and even issues its own euros. The Pope is an absolute monarch, and citizenship is not based on birth, but on appointment to work in the Vatican. Dive into the deep blue for the ocean's most magnificent giant. Which species holds the title of largest shark to ever grace our seas? Is it the fearsome great white shark, the gentle whale shark, or the powerful tiger shark? The honorary gentle giant of the seas is the whale shark. Despite being the largest fish in the ocean, this magnificent creature is completely harmless to humans. Whale sharks can live over 100 years and grow up to 40 feet long. Despite their massive size, they feed on tiny plankton and fish eggs. Each whale shark has a unique spot pattern, like a fingerprint. Prepare for a chilling revelation. The world's largest desert isn't where you might think. Which massive frontier claims this surprising title? Is it the Antarctic Desert, Sahara Desert, or Arctic Desert? Well, Earth's largest desert is the Antarctic Desert. Shocking, right? Antarctica is technically a desert because it receives less than 10 inches of precipitation per year. It contains 90% of Earth's fresh water, but it's all frozen. The continent is larger than the US and Mexico combined. This frozen continent receives less precipitation than some of the world's driest hot deserts. Now, diving into an underwater paradise. The world's largest coral reef system is a living masterpiece that can be seen from space. Which natural wonder holds this incredible distinction? Is the answer New Caledonia Barrier Reef, Belize Barrier Reef, or the Great Barrier Reef? It is the Great Barrier Reef. It is indeed nature's underwater metropolis. This living wonder stretches over 1,400 miles and is home to thousands of species in a kaleidoscope of colors. The Great Barrier Reef is actually made up of 2,900 individual reefs. It's home to 6 species of sea turtles, 215 species of birds, and over 1,500 fish species. It's larger than the entire United Kingdom. Descending into Earth's hidden cathedral, deep beneath Vietnam lies a cavern so massive it could fit a 40-story skyscraper. Which colossal underground cathedral holds this record? Is it Mammoth Cave, Sun Dong Cave, or Jewel Cave? Your hidden cathedral is Sun Dong Cave. This cave is so enormous, it has its own weather system, underground rivers, and 200-foot-tall stalagmites, some of the tallest in the world. Sun Dome Cave was only discovered in 2009. It's so large that a Boeing 747 could fly through some sections. Witness nature's ultimate water show, which thundering cascade moves more water than any other waterfall on Earth. Is it the massive Inga Falls, the towering Angel Falls, or the majestic Iguazu Falls? Inga Falls is the right pick, a real liquid powerhouse. While not the tallest, this African giant on the Congo River discharges 42,476 cubic meters of water per second. That's enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool every 1.5 seconds. Inga Falls has the potential to generate 40,000 megawatts of electricity. Explore the world's watery colossus. One body of water is so vast, it's technically a sea, despite being landlocked, which aquatic colossus claims the title of largest lake, which is correct. Lake Superior, the Caspian Sea, or Lake Victoria. Your landlocked ocean is the Caspian Sea. This massive body of water is larger than many countries and holds secrets from modern oil reserves to ancient civilizations. The Caspian Sea contains roughly 40% of all lake water on Earth. The sea has no outlet to the ocean, yet maintains its own ecosystem. Let's get on Earth's mightiest liquid highway, which aquatic highway discharges more water into the ocean than the next 7 largest rivers combined. Is it the historic Nile River, the massive Amazon River, or the lengthy Yangtze River? It is the Amazon River. The Amazon River discharges 200,000 cubic meters of water per second into the Atlantic. During flood season, it can be 30 miles wide. The river system drains an area nearly the size of the continental United States. Behold, the ultimate landmass. One nation spans 11 time zones and covers more than 1/8 of Earth's land surface. Which colossal country claims this massive territory? Would this be China, Canada, or Russia? This giant is Russia. This nation is so vast that when the sun sets in one part, it's rising in another. Russia covers 17.1 million square kilometers. That's larger than Pluto's surface area. The Trans-Siberian Railway takes 7 days to cross the country. And Russia borders 16 countries, more than any other nation. Welcome to humanity's greatest gathering, which metropolitan area packs the most people into one incredible urban sprawl. Is this the bustling Shanghai, the vibrant Delhi, or the legendary Tokyo? This sprawling urban masterpiece is Tokyo. This metropolitan marvel houses more people than some entire countries. It's a testament to human organization and efficiency. For instance, Greater Tokyo houses 37 million people, more than all of Canada. The city's train system is so efficient that delays are measured in seconds. And Tokyo has more Michelin-starred restaurants than Paris and London combined. Enter the dark dawn of digital threats. The very first malicious code slithered through computer networks, which launched the eternal battle between security and cyber threats. What was this digital pioneer called? Was it Elk, Cloner, Creeper, or Brain? And Creeper is the original digital mischief maker. This groundbreaking program proved that code could replicate and spread. It opened both possibilities and perils we're still dealing with today. Creeper was created in 1971 and displayed the message, "I'm the Creeper, catch me if you can." It led to the creation of Reaper, the first antivirus program, starting an endless digital arms race. And then came global connections. One platform crossed the incredible milestone of connecting 1 billion humans for the first time in history. Which digital pioneer achieved this momentous feat? Was it Facebook, YouTube, or WhatsApp? And the connections behemoth is Facebook. Facebook reached 1 billion users in 2012, just 8 years after launch. This platform didn't just connect people, it fundamentally changed how humanity communicates and shares experiences. If Facebook were a country, it would be the third most populous on Earth. The platform processes 4 million posts every minute. One accidental discovery revolutionized healthcare and saved countless millions of lives. Which wonder drug was this game-changing accident? Was it penicillin, sulfonamide, or streptomycin? The accidental miracle, penicillin. Alexander Fleming's forgotten petri dish became humanity's greatest weapon against bacterial infection, launching the antibiotic age. Penicillin was discovered by accident when Fleming noticed mold-killing bacteria in a forgotten petri dish. It has saved an estimated 200 million lives. Fleming shared the Nobel Prize, but initially struggled to get funding for research. Step into the genetic frontier. The first genetically modified food product hit store shelves, beginning a new chapter in agriculture. Which pioneering product broke this scientific barrier? Was it golden rice, Flavorus aviar tomato, or BT corn? The genetic trailblazer, Flavor tomato. This modified tomato stayed fresh longer. It proved that science could tamper with nature's bounty. Of course, it sparked global debates about the future of food. The tomato was engineered to stay firm longer by suppressing the gene that allows softening. It sold for $2.50 per pound in 1994. Witness modern medicine's miracle moment. The first test tube baby opened new possibilities for families worldwide. Who was this groundbreaking little one? Natalie Brown, Elizabeth Carr, or Louise Brown? Louise Brown is that miracle baby who changed everything. Louise Brown was born in 1978 after 102 failed attempts at IVF. Her birth was so controversial that her parents received death threats. Today, over 8 million babies have been born through IVF worldwide. Now, let's take one giant leap for mankind. The first human footprints on another world marked humanity's greatest adventure. Who was this cosmic pioneer? So was it Michael Collins, Buzz Aldrin, or Neil Armstrong? This would be Neil Armstrong, the ultimate space explorer. His first steps on the moon represented a culmination of humanity's technological achievements. And his first step was actually with his left foot, not the right. Also, his famous words were slightly misquoted. He meant to say, "That's one small step for a man," but the A wasn't clearly transmitted. Soar beyond Earth with a stellar pioneer. The first woman to venture into the cosmic frontier blazed a trail for all who followed. Who was this stellar pioneer? Valentina Tereshkova, Sally Ride, or Svetlana Savitskaya? And your answer is Valentina Tereshkova. Tereshkova orbited Earth 48 times in 1963 and is still the only woman to make a solo spaceflight. She was selected from 400 applicants and was a textile worker and amateur parachutist, not a pilot. Cast your ballot for democratic history. Which progressive nation first recognized women's right to participate in democracy? Which gets your vote? The United States, New Zealand, or Finland? This democratic pioneer is New Zealand. This island nation led the world in recognizing that democracy means all citizens. They set an example that inspired global change. New Zealand granted women voting rights in 1893, a significant 27 years before the United States. The decision passed by just 2 votes in Parliament. Can a single tragic event ignite a global upheaval? What event sparked the beginning of World War I, the notorious conflict of the 20th century? Was it the invasion of Belgium, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, or the sinking of the Lusitania? If you answered B, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, you're absolutely right. Would you believe the assassination almost didn't happen? The first assassination attempt on that June 28, 1914 day failed when a bomb bounced off the Archduke's car. Princip had actually given up and stopped for a sandwich when, by incredible coincidence, the Archduke's driver took a wrong turn and stopped right in front of him. Talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong time, which of course enabled an act of violence that reshaped our world and history books forever. Let's gather for the planet-saving revolution. Which eco-warrior nation first banned plastic bags, starting a global movement to save our planet? Now, was it Rwanda, Bangladesh, or Kenya? It is Bangladesh, an environmental pioneer. Facing devastating floods worsened by plastic pollution, this nation took the bold first step toward a plastic-free future. Bangladesh banned plastic bags in 2002 after discovering they were clogging drainage systems and worsening floods. The ban was strictly enforced with jail time and fines. This small step inspired a global movement, marching toward a nuclear-free future. Which brave nation first constitutionally banned nuclear weapons from its territory? Was it Palau, Costa Rica, or New Zealand? And the pioneering nation is Palau. This small Pacific nation took a giant moral stand, proving that even the smallest countries can lead the fight for a nuclear-free world. Palau's constitution from 1981 prohibits nuclear weapons on its territory. The nation has maintained this stance despite international pressure. Palau has also banned commercial fishing in 80% of its waters. And finally, feeling the cosmic waves of discovery. The first detection of gravitational waves confirmed Einstein's century-old prediction. Which cosmic collision was first detected? Was it GW 170817, GW 190521, or GW 150914? Your answer is GW 150914. This detection proved Einstein was right about gravitational waves, opening an entirely new way to observe the universe. GW 150914 detected two black holes. The waves were so small, they moved mirrors by less than 1/10,000th the width of a proton. It took 50 years and $1 billion to build detectors sensitive enough. And that's a wrap on another epic quiz. Whether you crushed it or found some gaps in your knowledge, that's what learning is all about. Subscribe to keep sharpening your general knowledge. Turn on notifications for our regular brain workouts. Oh, share your biggest surprise from today's quiz in the comments. Don't forget to challenge a friend by sharing this video. Knowledge is more fun when it's competitive.